anything to float on, you can ride right down the middle of that creek, and it's like a Southern California beach. The other special things about this park, we're between two mountain ranges. On the west is the San Juan mountain range, created by volcanic activity, the largest volcanic eruption in the history of the planet, bar none, compared to everything else on the planet, occurred right across the valley over there about 30 million years ago. It's about 70 miles away, near the little town of Crete as part of the caldera. But that's where the whole story of the sand dunes starts. That mountain range was created by one massive volcanic eruption that ashen magma area the size of California, 38 feet. Wow. Nothing else in history compares to that eruption. That mountain immediately started breaking down because of erosion and winds and water and everything else into boulders and boulders into rocks and rocks into sand and sand into gravel and gravel, and eventually started sweeping into this big, huge valley, which on the east side is bordered by the Sangre de Cristo Mountains. This is an uplift mountain. This one isn't volcanic. The Earth's crust is cracked, moving apart, and this mountain chain is lifting up, gradually getting taller and taller. And what's left in between was a massive valley that we think was covered by a giant lake until several 100,000 years ago. When that lake emptied, either because of climate change or some kind of seismic activity which undammed the end of the lake, all the sand that was in the bottom of that lake started blowing up into this pass, funneled through these mountain passes up here. Music Pass and Medno Pass are both up that creek. The sand started blowing up this way toward the mountains, and about half the year the wind blows from the southwest to the northeast. The other half of the year it blows from the northeast to the southwest, and the opposing winds are what stacked it. That's what made it so tall. That's why they're the tallest sand dunes in North America. They're then surrounded by two creeks, Medno Creek on this side and all the way onto the other side of this 30-square-mile pile of sand. There's another creek, looks just like this one, that surrounds it on the other side, and that kind of holds the dunes in and helps recharge the dune field. Because the area to the south is part of the park, but see, it's all grasslands down there. There's no new sand coming in, so sand that's in the dune field blows through the dune field, falls into these creeks, swept back down here to the end, dries up, flows through the dune field again, and it just continues to rotate like that. This is a great place to play and have fun. We want you to come back and play to your heart's content out in the dunes. We're really open to people bringing snowboards or skis or whatever they want to use and exploring this place, because there's just a tremendous amount to learn about in terms of plants and animals. We've got geology and hydrology and the history of this place. There's great stories about the ancient history of this place, the ancient people here. We were going to talk this morning about the ancient animals that live here. When you guys come back sometime, we'll get a chance to talk about that too. But peoples have lived here for at least 12,000 years. Some of the oldest confirmed habitation of human beings in North America is right here in this valley. So it's a place that's got a tremendous amount of history. You guys have all heard of Zebulon Pike, right? That Pike Peak's named after. He came across that pass in 1807. We think he stood right there on the top of High Dune in pretty much the same spot that it is now, looked out to the west and said that he saw the Red River. Well, it wasn't the Red River, it was the Rio Grande. He was a little lost, but that's a whole different story. So anyway, there's just an awful lot to learn here. We want you to come back. In order to get you guys to come back, we're going to give everyone who's come today a little thing called a family fee waiver, which is going to allow you anytime between now and the end of 2010 to bring your family back, and you can bring 4 adults and whatever number of kids you got in for free, just because you made the effort to come over here today. And we want you to know how much we appreciate you coming. We want you to come back and enjoy it again. Yeah. So you guys enjoy the rest of your day.